Hello and welcome back to Answer Me. Today we're continuing on with our series on algebra basics and we're looking at simultaneous equations. So in the last video we had a look at a basic equation such as a plus 3 equals 5, okay, where a represents a pronumeral. Okay, so that's a number which stands for another number. So today we're going to be looking at simultaneous equations. So that is equations where we might have more than one unknown or more than one pronumeral. So an example of that might be a plus b equals 10 and 2a plus 4b equals 32. So 2a is telling us that we have a plus a there, while 4b is telling us b plus b plus b plus b equals 32. Okay, but there are many possible numbers which may work to give us 32. So we need a second equation for us to solve this. And that second equation is this one above. A plus b equals 10. So a general rule of thumb is we need one equation for each unknown. So if we don't know two things, so in this case, A and B, if we don't know A and B, well then we need two equations to solve for A and B. If we have A, B, and C, we're going to need three equations for us to solve that. Now, how is it that we actually solve this? There are two ways we can do it. So option 1. So option 1, let's have a look at this top equation. So a plus b equals 10. We'll number this 1 and number this 2. So we can, using our rules that we learned in the last video, make a go by itself. So a equals 10 minus b. So what I did was I minused b here and minus b here. So b minus b is 0, so that's plus 0, and 10 minus b is here. So a equals 10 minus b. Great. Now, if we get equation 2, what we can do is substitute a equals 10 minus b, where a is up here. So 2, 10 minus b plus 4b equals 32. So this factor here is equal to a. So we can replace that a from there. So if we solve then, we only have one equation to deal with. So 20 minus 2b plus 4b equals 32. 4b minus 2b is 2b equals 32. Then we'll minus 20 off both sides to give us 2b equals 12, and then divide 2 each side to give us b equals 6. Great. Now, what we have to remember is once we've solved for b, we need to go back up and substitute it. So, if b equals 6, a equals 10 minus 6, which means a equals 4. Okay, so we have to remember that once we've solved for 1, we go back and solve for the other. So this is the first way we can do it. There is a second way, option 2. So what we can do is do what we did before. So we get equation 1, which is a plus b equals 10, and make a by itself. So a equals 10 minus b. Then we can go to option 2, to equation 2, and go 2a plus 4b equals 32. So 2a equals 32 minus 4b. So minus 4b there, minus 4b there, and then divide everything by 2 to get a equals 16 minus 2b, which is 32 divided by 2 and 4b divided by 2. Okay, great. So we're now left with a equals 16 minus 2b. Great. You'll notice that this a here is the same as this a here. So we can replace, so this value, 10 minus b, has to be the same as 16 minus 2b. So 10 minus b is equal to 16 minus 2b, because a equals a equal. So now what we need to do is just solve this equation. So if we plus 2b, so plus 2b here, plus 2b here, we get to 10 plus b equals 16. Then if we minus 10 and minus 10, b equals 6. Good, so that's the same as last time. Then we have to remember to substitute b equals 6 back into 10 minus b equals a. So a equals 10 minus 6, so a equals 4. Great. So that's a basic introduction to simultaneous equations. Stick around because in the next video we'll be looking at graphing. See you then.